Well, good morning. How are we all doing? Pete here. I'm out on the Himalayan just for a little ride out this morning. God, smell of garlic down here. Oh, we go again, wild garlic. It's just everywhere at the moment. Just out on the ride on the Himalayan. I'm going to go and explore a few little places. A little bit of green laning and a little bit of whatever. So I'll bring you back in a minute. I want to get through these gates. I've got to negotiate some gates at the moment. So I'll bring you back. Lane that I'm just going down. This is all part of Duchy of Cornwall around here, so I guess it all belongs to Prince William now. King, yeah, Prince William, not king, innit? He ain't king yet. The king's not dead. Few properties down here, nice little cottages tucked out of the way. I'm going to come blatting past people's homes. I've got my tyres are blown up a bit too much actually for off-roading, so I don't know if we might go on another green lane as well, and this one brings us out on a lane now. Although this road is not much better than a green lane. Anyway, how are we all doing? I've been away to North Yorkshire, met up with John Pawson. Look his channel up, they've got a great little channel, John has. I met Wazza as well, fantastic fellow Wazza is, and well, all of them were, actually there's quite a few. Pete and a guy from Dimitri who lives in Holland, but he's from Belgium. So yeah, it was a fantastic weekend in North Yorkshire. I didn't do a lot of filming because the weather on the way up wasn't very good, and I was on a new motorbike, so I was sort of on, well, not new, but on the Pan-European that I've got. So I've gone the wrong way here, and I've come back up to the main road. This is not the way I wanted to go. So Pedro, what shall we do? We can go, I think I might even turn around actually. Yeah, I'm going to turn around because it's not where I wanted to go. Having not lived in Cornwall all my life, this is often like a new adventure every time I go out, but I've been down this road before, so yeah, it was a fantastic weekend. I only did a bit of filming at the railway station because I think John's going to do a film and stuff like that, so it wouldn't be fair for me to do a film as well, so you know, I left him to it really. But yeah, it was a great weekend. I couldn't stay up there too as long as I wanted, so I had to sort of basically go up on the Friday, stayed all day Saturday, went out Saturday, and then come home Sunday. That was for personal reasons, I had something to sort out. But yeah, it was like I say, it was a nice ride out on the Pan, giving it a good old test ride. So that's it on the left here, it's just that green lane we just come out of. I should have turned left and gone this way. I should know my way around this area though, because I'm on Tesco's, so there's a lane goes up there, I don't know. Obviously lots of tractor tracks. So what I want to do is, there's a woodland I want to go and find and have a look. I've driven past it on Tesco's, not far from where I live really. Well, it's about 5 or 6 miles. And what I thought I'd do, I'm going to go there and have a look. Oh, a telehandler. And I'll have a coffee. And I've got also a new stove, well not a new stove, second-hand stove. I'm into collecting Trangias a bit, and I've got a, do I go that way? No. I've got a Swedish Trangia, like Swedish Army one. It's gone squirrel out of the way. So I just want to try it out really, make a coffee, see what it's like. Might be rubbish, don't know, who knows. It's nice to have some dry weather to get out on the bike as well, you know. Not that I mean, I'm not adverse to going out in the rain. I dried enough in the rain, so it's not like I'm worried about it. I just don't want to bloody keep getting wet every time I go out. Cornish dual carriageway down the middle of the lane here. So yeah, this is all Duchy of Cornwall land all around here. I don't know how much they own exactly, but they own a fair bit of it. Lovely countryside around here, so be nice as well. It's not too far from home, so I might even, if I want to have a look at this little woodland up here when we get there, and I might even do a wild camp up here, you know, do a bit of sight, because these days, although they're undulating, shall we say, I could even do a wild camp on a motorcycle, can I, if I wanted to. This might even be part of the Tet, I don't know, I'm not quite sure, I'll have to have a look on the map, but it could be. So yeah, I bought a Pan-European. I don't know if it's a keeper yet. I don't know what I'm going to do, how long I'm going to keep it for, we'll see. I mean, it's a lovely bike to ride on long distances and when you want to cover some ground on motorways. And it runs sweet as a nut. It runs lovely actually. Quite a low mileage. It just kicked. I've done 1,000 miles that weekend, last weekend, on a bike. It's a fair old way, I think. Yeah, because I've got this one and I've got the 350. Oh, I don't know, I just can't use them all, but there again, I'll have a think what I'm going to do. I don't want to sell, this is a keeper, I'm not selling the Himalayan, that's a sure fact. I was thinking of selling Betty, the 350, classic 350, but every time I go out on it I smile. But it's just a bike that I don't use very often. So we'll see what happens. This has brought us round on the road we didn't want to come on. Oh well, we'll have to go down a bit of main road and then come off. I think. No, we can go this way. Yeah, so it was a really good weekend, met some lovely people, new friends, yeah, it's great. Right, so we're in the area of this woodland. Now do I go up by the dairy or do I not? Dairy's up that way. No, we'll go this way. So yeah, the Duchy of Cornwall land's all on the left basically. But there's a few bits of woodland up here. I just wanted to sort of like have a look really, have a bit of explore. Perhaps have a coffee. Gorgeous views over there. There's a lovely walk I've been with the wife and the dog around here as well. Lovely bit of woodland in there, but that's all locked off, so I don't know, we'll have a look up here. If not, then we'll go down to Respirant. I think that's how you call what you better pronounce it. Respiryn, R-E-S-P-Y-N. Oh, we had a little bit of slide in there. Yeah, I mean the thing is, the value of second-hand Royal Enfields as well has gone through the bottom now. So with the new 450 coming out, which a test rode, not over, well, I was impressed with it, lovely bike, but not really what I want. And other new models. So, and then they had all the what that company, that GF Motor or whatever they're called, I don't know, GM. I'll put a comment below what it is. Who are offering the Enfields at such low prices. It sort of carved the market up, but you know, I mean, I didn't pay both of my Enfields are second hand, so it's not a lot of money really. So I might, well, it is a lot of money, but it's money, put it that way, not a lot compared to other motorcycles, is what I mean. Come on, Peter, get your words out. Right, let's have a look what we've got here. Well, that looks a nice little road, down it, down there. We'll go down there for a look, shall we? That's a great thing down here in Cornwall. There's all these little roads and lanes, and you just don't know where you're going to end up. There's so many of them, and I mean, some of them are not much more than bridleways, and they're not very well maintained, but yeah, I love them, I do. And this is where the Himalayan comes into its own. See, there's no way you could bring a pan-European down here, or you wouldn't want to really. And oh, the squirrel's going to die in a minute. There he is, going the other way. See, this brought us out to this farmyard. Now, I don't know where I've got stables here on the left. I've got a farmhouse on the right. I've never been in here before. There's a cock in front. That's a handsome one, isn't it? That is one handsome cock. Look at him, look. Hey, he's a beauty, he is. He's a beauty. He's on guard, he's keeping his girls under control. Because, I mean, the only people who probably come down here, the people who live down here, and the odd farmer taking a shortcut. There's a boat there, look at that boat. And no one else really comes down here down these sort of lanes, and I love them, I do. You can just find some brilliant places. It's an old church by the looks of it, been done up. Still a few bluebells hanging. So we're just heading now down to St Winnow and that way area. I'm just trying to find somewhere where I can go and sit and have a coffee, really. Also, I hope everybody's well, doing good. I'm on the market for looking for a new tent, because a couple of the guys I was with the weekend, they've got like a really nice porch on the front of their tents. Wouldn't be no good for lightweight backpacking or bike packing, but be ideal when I got on a motorbike or on the car. Got quite a large sleeping area, but also got a nice enclosed area where you can sit in at the front. And that's what I'm after really, for when I go you know, car camping or out with a bike. If the weather's not great, it's the only trouble with a small backpacking tent and stuff like that. You're a bit knackered if you want to sit outside and eat and whatever. So you've got no choice if it's pouring rain on a backpacking tent to go inside, sort of lay down and just cook in the porch, which is not ideal really. That's not what you want. Well, it's alright for a night, but it's not really. Alright, let's have a look where we are. I mean, there was 3 guys on Himalayans there. Was it 3? Yeah, I think 3. And we're having a good old chat about the Himalayan, and you know, And yeah, they're not perfect, they're far from a perfect motorcycle, but if you use them for what they're intended, and like I do, sort of pretty much down these country lanes and stuff like that, and you can't really go fast anyway. So, and yeah, I've used it on a longer trip, but it makes slow going, I have to say that, especially if you're on the motorway, and you could do with a little bit more power on the motorway. And that's why I've sort of got the pan-European really, to sort of do a few longer tours. But we'll see. It wasn't necessarily a pan-European that I wanted. Here it was a bike that came up at the right money, and seemed a good buy, and that's basically what I was after. I did look at a TDM that was same money as the pan-European, but didn't have no luggage or anything, and it didn't come with MOT, it hadn't been used much. Lovely bike, really nice, a bit lower mileage as well. So, but I plumbed for the pan-European. It's, you know, they've got a good reputation, Honda, so, you know, and like I say, I bought it, the guy had done a few jobs on it, got it MOT'd for me. It came in part exchange at a dealer's, so they done it and sorted it out. I bought it, I paid, not gonna lie, I paid 1,400 quid for a 2000 pan-European with 39,000 miles on it. Come with 12 months MOT, you know. It has got a few marks, it's got a few blemishes, but it's a 24-year-old bike, so what do you expect, you know, and it's been used for touring. But I've got a rake of history with it as well, so it's been looked after. And when I got it home, I did an oil change and filter change. But to be honest with you, the oil didn't need changing, it was pretty clean, but I did it anyway, so peace of mind really. And then I went to North Yorkshire, and it was like I say, I did another 1,000 miles over the weekend. Sat on the motorway, I'm not a fast rider, but you know, between 65 and 80 I suppose. Most of the time around about the 70, 75. I know that's over the legal speed limit and people will moan about that, but I would say for 90% of it I stuck at around 70 miles an hour on the motorway, because it's nearly all motorway, except for the 50-mile-an-hour roadworks, of course, and there was a lot of them. And I just felt I had the, you know, I had the power to get a move on if I wanted to a little bit, and yeah, and it just made it a little bit more comfortable really. But on the downside, it is a big heavy bike, and at slow speeds you have to be a bit careful, because you could soon lose the balance, you know, and that's a little bit of a concern sort of thing. So this is something we know, and I've been here before on the bike. I just like it down here. God, garlic again, it smells so strong. I think it's good for you clearing your nasal passages, I would think, but it's just everywhere down here. Pay a lot of money for this in Sainsbury's, you know. Big country house there on the right, big manor. Quite a lot of boats down here. Like when I come down here last time, there wasn't any boats that had been taken away for the winter, I suppose. So it was back end last year when I came down before. So little museum as well, agricultural museum just on the left there, and also sell veg and stuff like that. So, but it's a lovely little spot down there. Campsite as well. Tide's just dropping, so tide's not out yet. So we will park up, and I'll somewhere around there. Where should we park? I think I'll park in a normal place by the church really. I could ride down there, but I'm not going to. There's rabbit turds there, so now rabbits come out. Anyway, I'll bring you back in a little while. Speak to you soon.